Hey, ¿qué de nuestros extraños de este planeta hostil? Bienvenidos a un día más a otro vídeo de GreedFall. En el que, para el que no se acuerde, si no recuerda mal, por aquí atrás tenemos nuestra casa barra mansión barra palacio. Porque por lo visto el personaje nuestro que tenemos es una especie de príncipe o primo del príncipe o algo así. Y tenemos que ir a buscar la cura de una enfermedad muy grave que está asolando nuestra isla. Para eso tenemos a este tío.
Kurt, it's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Bueno, iba a decir que este tío era el que nos enseñó a luchar, que debe ser nuestro guardaespaldas, y por lo visto tenemos que ayudarle con un proveedor. Así que vamos a ver qué tal, hay que confirmar. Pero aquí, vale. Y ahora que tú me sigues o cómo va la cosa, te sigo yo.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Espera, a ver, espera que manda por ahí. Vale, no quiero hablar con él, ya hemos hablado. Y bueno, la misión principal. Ah, vale, me sigue. Bien, esto va bien. Vale, a ver. Corre con el synth. Vale. No tengo bien cogido los controles. Y... Vale, por aquí abajo tiene que ser. Sí. Sí, creo que es por aquí. Porque poco me gustan estos. A ver, aquí tenemos unos 53 metros. Vale. Ya nos da igual a cuál ir, ¿no? Vale, está más o menos a la misma distancia. Así que vamos para este que es el que tenemos marcado. Vale. Por aquí no. Sí. Vale. Coño, que está aquí. Perdona, no lo he visto. Pues vamos a ver. Y... Vale. No podemos hacer nada más, solo que hablar con este tío. Con esto se me... No puedo ni hablar con esto. Vale, vamos a ver qué quiere el jambo este.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea, remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Vale, vamos a ver qué más podemos preguntar, pero esto tiene pinta de ser las típicas misiones que te van poniendo más misiones distintas. No sé si no las hago, pasa algo,
Would
pero
you be
bueno.
so kind as to tell me what
Ah,
you
por
know
cierto,
about the
cuando
Bridge
están hablando me
Alliance?
callo.
With
O si hay
pleasure.
alguien que sepa inglés y lo quiera
A
escuchar en
legate
inglés,
needs
pues...
to know the history and strengths of
escuche.
his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors, but our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Vale, pues su relación con la congregación... Sí, bueno, voy a preguntar por todo,
Could you
así
give
que...
me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
Trifrit.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tier for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
Vale, pues ya sabemos un poco más su relación con Timle. Pues a lo
And
último
what of
y
your
vamos a
war
la siguiente
with
misión.
Ptolemy?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tier.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Ptolemy has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
Vale, pues ya hemos preguntado todo. Sí, pregunta sobre marcha.
I need to be going.
Vale.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
La embajadora del puente, vale. Aviso al embajador de Telme de que vas a partir. Vale, pues otro embajador. Buah. ¿Hay alguna otra misión? Porque es que la de este embajador. No. La embajadora del puente. No. Vale, vamos para allá, aunque esto me huele a que va a ser muy igual. Es decir, vas con un tío, te cuesta algo de la historia. Bueno, a ver. Doy por hecho que la historia, en plan, lo que nos ha contado él, lo que es el continente y todo demás, eso no va a volver a salir, espero. Porque si no me pego un tiro. Pero sí que nos contará un poco más sobre Bueno, Telme también nos lo contó él. Bueno, a lo mejor solo decimos solo de otros.
And death to the others!
Vale, vamos. Vale. Bueno, pues parece que al menos que no lleven espada. Son enemigos bastante fáciles. Venga. Muerto. Y creo que no me ha tocado. Efectivamente. Y tengo la Q bastante cargada por el próximo combate. Vale. Bien, bien, bien. Oye, combate fácil.
Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Me equivoco. Lo que quiero hacer es saquear. Vale. Monedas de oro y munición. Vale. Botas viejas flexibles. Monedas de oro. Me baja la armadura. Con equilibrio y calidad. Vale. Ya se va a echar más de oro. Destruir sólido. Vale. Doy por hecho que nuestro atuendo es mejor que el suyo. A lo mejor me equivoco. Pero bueno, en protección nos bajaba la chisma, ¿no? Creo que sí. Sí, nos baja una protección y lo de equilibrio es igual, así que nada. Vamos a dejarlo aquí donde está. Y vamos a seguir hacia la casa del siguiente embajador. Lo que supongo que es la embajada. No sé por qué digo eso. Pues aquí estamos. La siguiente embajada. Que prácticamente es igual que la otra. No, prácticamente no, es igual. Vaya por Dios. Bueno, vamos a ver qué nos cuenta el señor este.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene.
Esto me huele mal.
We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Vale, vamos a ver qué preguntas tenemos. Tenle, sus relaciones con la congregación, la situación de Telen, sus relaciones con la alianza del puente. Vale. Voy a preguntar, ya que el otro nos contó cómo estaba el otro país en relación con Terfrid. Y bueno, a lo mejor nos cuentan algo distinto. Si veo que es lo mismo, por lo que...
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
Pues bueno, nos han contado que si queremos aprender magia, pues ya sabemos con quién tenemos que hablar. O eso creo, ya que han dicho que les dieron el don de la magia, pues si queremos ser hechiceros tendremos que hablar con este grupo de gente. La
What's your
congregación, no
point
se
of
nos
view on
cuenta
the
algo
relations
distinto.
between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints.
¿Cómo no?
That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Vale, pues vemos que este Jambo viene de un país muy religioso y que no le gusta hacer muchos amigos. Por lo de la alianza del puente, que como hemos visto en otro lado, pues es algo más abierta, ya que no nos lo ha contado el otro embajador.
How is Thélème faring on Tier 3D?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
Vale, sus relaciones con la alianza del puente, bueno.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge
Y por
Alliance?
eso que van a ser malas.
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front, without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tier 3D?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Bueno, vale, pues ya estaría, ya hemos
I must
preguntado
be
por todo.
going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Doy por hecho que estas misiones las han puesto principalmente pues para meterte un poco en la historia de lo que vendría a ser la serie. Y bueno, llevamos ya 20 minutos. Y tengo 147 metros, no sé, si estuviera más cerca sí quería hacerla. Pero no está bastante lejos, así que por aquí voy a dejar el vídeo. Y el próximo día nos vemos. Espero que con un capítulo más de acción, la verdad, porque este ha sido bastante histórico dentro de lo que viene siendo la historia. Bueno, claro, si es histórico. A ver, la historia del juego, quiero decir. Bueno, pues hasta aquí. Chao, chao y hasta la próxima. Darle un like y seguirme.